Pantone part of it is obviously, I got to think that average Buckeye fan out there is going to come away from that thinking, we're not competing, we can't compete. That's going to be the response, because he also made a comment in there, and I think Kevin hit on it, that this is going to make us more regionally based or regionally focused, and we know that there are really good players in every region, and also the Midwest included, but not as many.
I think also you just look at Texas A&M as this cautionary tale. A bunch of guys that went for the money, and then how many leave. And so I have no problem with Ohio State sticking to their guns. Like, if that is the most important thing to you, go find that somewhere else. There are more important things to Ohio State than providing a 17-year-old with as much money as he would like. It's, as you keep saying, it's the culture thing. But also, Ryan Day said in the next couple of months, he feels pretty good that they're going to be in a position to where they're going to have good footing in terms of, and he didn't say it specifically, but I think the question was about the NIL in recruiting. And he said he felt pretty good that in the next couple of months, they're going to be in a good spot there as well. So it sounds like to me that's coming. Like money to recruits is coming. Just in what form and how quickly. And I can't believe we're just talking like that.
Didn't the Jaden Rashada situation with Florida just outline what's wrong with this whole situation? Did that not just shine a spotlight on that's not supposed to be the way it's done? It's not an inducement. It's not supposed to be. It is certainly a conversation piece to say, this is our NIL collective. This is what we have available to you. This is how we've helped others. All those things in terms of a conversation, and to show off the university in that way, but not to say, here's the contract, sign it, 13 million, and this is what it's going to be.
65 miles an hour on the berm, or on the highway is the speed limit. But what about on the berm? You never said anything about on the berm. So, we're gonna try and paint the corners as much as we can. And let's remember, he was going to allegedly get $6 million at Miami, $7 million at Florida, or whatever, and ends up at Arizona State, a program that had all of its own issues in terms of how it was recruiting, and it created a major change in terms of all of its coaching there. But A&M is very much a cautionary tale. The Jaden Rashada situation, and you have to wonder. I mean, how many generational talents end up panning out and being generational talents? And now that if you're having to sit there and put a significant chunk of your resources, and I say that in way of that NIL collectives are separate from the university, so I'm not saying that the universities are directing anything, at least not in the school that I cover. I can't speak for other places. And you're putting it all in on there. Plus, too, you're setting a price. So when Florida goes and recruits its next quarterback and says, where's my $13 million? I mean, that's got to be the entry price. So I mean, and I'm better than that guy, and the dollar's probably worse in terms of the economy. So I should probably be worth $15 million, whether or not there's any truth to it or not, of how that whole situation works. So it's a very dangerous game that is being played here. But I will say this: I'm not anti kids being compensated for what it is, the dollars that they bring in. This isn't, get off my lawn, some angry old man who couldn't play football, who is angry at the kids who can. I just think that we have really opened a Pandora's box with absolutely no regulation whatsoever, and it's going to get worse before it gets better.